the film, Ali called me and said that, listen, I need to feel any pressure.
Yeah.
So just react to just the story. Just
Yeah.
tell me what you like about it. Tell me if you like the character.
Craft. Like, do you think that people are also taking
Kind of acceptance and a
Yeah.
kind of appreciation from your peers, from
Yeah.
your audience. It's always lovely when you get that kind of feedback. You feel really good. So far, fingers crossed, that's what the response has been. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm nervous and excited. Being an actor, it's come in peaks and troughs. So nice things about me, and it was so sweet of him because he just handed it behind. He was like, read it, and. This film was really well received. Hammer, which are a little bit more action friendly, like a Dhoom 3 and Bang Bang, which go a little bit into that space.
So this whole
That's what I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah.
So I think when really that I do is work in my life is my movies. Only the main thing in my life is my movies.
changed between the two of you.
It is such a huge difference. In the first film, that was my third film as an actor. I was just about, and that was Salman and who he was. He was already Salman at that point. So for him, there's a lot of learning. He says that the experience in Bharat that we've done so far.
That's true.
It's his personality.
Yeah.
And honestly, I noticed it, yet strong point is that he's always making sure everyone around him has a good
Yeah.
time. He's not, he's a friend. And but I think that's all. This is all part of the humor. I'm a very romantic person at heart. I've always been. I believe very much in love, and it's as simple as that. When the right time is there, it's going to happen. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wonderful, and that's it. That's as much stress or thought as I give the matter.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Spite and hatred.
Yeah. So whatever.
I'm going to take this as a compliment because it sounded like it was It is a compliment, right?
It is.
When you watch me, or if you feel nice about my conduct, then that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
And be loving and be open about everything. Right. Anger or grudges, off the space.
And I'm sure it's not happening anymore.
It's not.
I don't think anybody has changed over the years with your experiences.
I wish I could get it's my reward. The most important thing that I tried behind your character is all that matters. Yeah, promotions can get hectic. Yeah. Primarily because you're talking about the same thing in a loop. I've realized. I think that's the part which gets like in an ideal world you would do a 5-hour sit-down conversation with media. So that everyone gets the answers and everyone gets to ask every question they want. Well, I think zero is very important in terms of in relation to films, because we need lots of zeros after the total number that it makes at the box office. Yeah. So ideally we have one number, like a 2 or 3, and then we have lots of zeros after. So that's in that sense it's very important. But the most important thing for me, I mean, zero and numbers and all that, the reason why it's important is because the budget of your film, it has to connect with the audience on that level. Yeah. So this is a big ticket film. It's a big entertainment, kind of a large, lavish scale film. And the story at heart is very strong. I think Anand Rai is one of our strongest storytellers that we have in Indian cinema. He makes very rooted films. They're films which connect to everyone and to all of our audience. Have strong stories and strong characters. I like the fact that his films are cinematic. They're very cinematic. People are larger than life. His characters are larger than life. His characters are never boring. You have to understand that where you are at any time, at any place, is exactly where you need to be. And doesn't matter what's happening outside. It doesn't matter what's happening next door, next room, next city. Where you are, that always has to be the best place for you. I would say that it always seems impossible at that time. It always seems like it's the worst thing in the world. But as we must have all heard many a time, that saying that this too shall pass, and it does pass. Yeah, and my friends never ask me that. I think we're all like a little bit like we've been friends for a long time now, and it doesn't really matter. I think even if they did, what would be more important to me is what is the personal equation I share with you. Okay. That our equation is strong. I just stay away. I don't cross their path. I try to keep a distance. Subtly. I wouldn't do that.
Okay, but
why should you? No, you shouldn't.
Okay.
That you shouldn't. Tell the truth. Yeah, like sorry, I'm late ho gayi. It doesn't matter, because in the end, the truth always comes out. Discipline.
Go for it. No. Okay.
Discipline.
Discipline. Okay.
You don't have to stop loving someone because they don't love you.
Yeah.
Just don't expect anything. Don't expect an outcome out of your love. So make friends with that love.
Okay.
Make friends with it. Don't make it into an obstacle. Make friends with it. That's okay. I love you, but you don't love me.
Make peace.
Just make peace with it. Very, 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 very tough. I'm not exactly sure what one does in that situation.
Okay.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is.
But I would say, whatever you do, be calm first and don't react too impulsively. Oh, that's also very tough. It's very tough because sometimes your heart really pulls in the direction of your family, but a work commitment is a work commitment. It's tough. No, my friends don't show up without informing me. Not at all.
Okay.
Join the fun. Join the fun. Don't begrudge
Be cool
him.
about it.
Yeah, join the fun. Don't begrudge and want it for yourself. Before, he used to think that, we're coming on the set together, in this together kind of thing. Now he comes on the set to teach me. I think both the characters are very unusual. Both Jagga and Shruti are very quirky and they're quirky and unusual, but at the same time, I think they're very real. They're not perfect. They're not all perfect edges and everything is correct. They're very, I think, relatable people as well. And Jagga's got his own set of issues, Shruti's got her own set of issues, and very emotional people also. I think that's a big, important part of the story as well. It's an amazing experience working with Dada, really honestly. It teaches you a lot. It teaches you a lot, and it also teaches you a lot of humility as well, because you get yelled at. And he takes it on a mic, loudly, so the whole set can hear. Badly fired I got. Before, he used to think that, we're coming on the set together, in this together kind of thing. Now he comes on the set to teach me. And we need to just, understand that we are in his great presence and learn with humility and silence, which I'm fine to do. I'm okay with that. Works for me.